Hello YouTube, this is Jedi Dan 83 again, and I'm going to give you my review of the Pokemon Go Plus. Had this device for a few days, been able to put it through its renders, and kind of going to give you my final thoughts. Going to give you the good, I'm going to give you the bad, and what I think this device is. There's been a really high shortage of them. It's going to be hard to find one, especially at this point. I'm not sure when the next batch is going to come out. So you can get this review, see how the device works, at least as of now, unless they put more updates for it, and be able to decide when it becomes available if you want to pick it up or not. So we're going to go over the bad first. Couple bad things. One of the main bad things is it's not very good for Pokestops. The Go Plus prioritizes on Pokemon, which can also be a positive, but on this part of it is also a negative because it doesn't pick up the Pokestops as well. You have to pretty much be on a Pokestop, especially moving slower than usual. So if you're a passenger in a car and you're going by Pokestops that I could usually spin on the phone or inside the app, you don't usually get those. You do get occasional couple ones here and there, but I would say you probably get about 10% of them, whereas I can usually get like 75% of them that I can normally get as riding in a car by having the app open and spinning them. So the chance of that is very, very low compared to normal. Also, if there's Pokemon nearby, it's probably going to prioritize the Pokemon instead of the Pokestop. So it's probably going to try to get you to catch the Pokemon and not the Pokestop. So you got to keep that in mind. That's one of the, in my opinion, one of the biggest negatives. Couple little things in the app might change, might be something they do with updating, is if you have the app open and you have Pokemon Go Plus paired and you go to catch a Pokemon on the app, it will disconnect to Pokemon Go. So that's not very good. I mean, it's not hard to resync it. You can go out and then resync it, because you're going to want to be able to do that, especially when you're walking. You would want to be able to use the regular app to catch Pokemon, because Pokemon Go, this is kind of a positive and a negative, only uses one Pokeball one time to catch Pokemon that it finds with Pokemon Go Plus. So when the device flashes green or yellow, green is for when the Pokemon is one you've already caught. Yellow is for a brand new Pokemon that you don't have in your Pokedex yet, that you haven't caught. You push the button, it throws a Pokeball or uses one of your Pokeballs. The device will flash white up to 3 times and vibrate, kind of like the Pokeball bouncing, and then it will flash multicolors if you catch the Pokemon, and it'll do a couple really quick red flashes, and it can do those after the first, second, or third bounce if you don't get the Pokemon. So like I said, another advantage / disadvantage is it only uses one Pokeball, and it only uses Pokeballs only. It will not use your Great Balls. It will not use your Ultra Balls. You can't do great, excellent, nice shots. You can't do curveballs, and you can't use berries. So it's really good, in my opinion, for being a passenger or riding in a car, because a lot of times, especially when you're going at higher speeds, you don't get to see very many Pokemon because it's hard for them to spawn. But with the Pokemon Go Plus device, you actually get a chance to catch a lot more Pokemon. So if you're going on a regular run, like I say I'm going riding to church, it takes 30 minutes. Normally I'd see 2 or 3 Pokemon, try to catch them. Well, I'm probably going to have a chance to catch about 15 Pokemon. So this is, again, is a plus. Kind of moving into the pluses now, with one kind of negative, which is not necessarily a negative, it's just I'm using a whole lot more Pokeballs by using the Go Plus, because usually, like I said, I only saw a couple Pokemon throw Pokeballs, but now I'm seeing a lot more, up to 5 times as many Pokeballs, especially when riding, and so I'm using a lot more Pokeballs now. So, like I said, that's kind of not really negative or positive. It depends on how you look on it, because you're able to catch a lot more Pokemon, but in turn, you're using a lot more Pokeballs, so you're going to have to go to your regular Pokestops and stock up, or if you're one of the people that purchases Pokeballs in the game, of course, you can support the game and do that as well. But as far as more positives to the device, like I said, you do get a few Pokestops, so if it's something like you're riding, or you're not able to play the game, have the phone out, you can get some items here and there, but the big advantage is the Pokemon. I mean, you're going to catch a whole lot more. And in my opinion, you just using one Pokeball can be more advantage, especially for the average Pokemon, because I'm trying to collect more Pokemon to set up the, to use a lucky egg so I get double experience, and then evolve a bunch of Pokemon to get a lot more experience to get to the next level, because where I live there's not a lot of good Pokemon. I'm not like in a bigger city, I'm kind of out there in somewhat of the middle of nowhere, so I don't see a lot of good Pokemon, so that's how I'm leveling up. Another really good thing I've noticed with the Pokemon Go Plus is my distance is a whole lot better. I get a whole lot more kilometers for my candy for my Pikachu, and also for the hatching my eggs, and it works with being in a car, moving fast as well. And, I mean, I don't know how it works. I mean, it doesn't obviously give you all your kilometers as you're riding, but it gives you a lot more than it used to. So that's another really good plus in my mind, that you're going to be able to hatch eggs faster, and also get more candy with the new buddy system that's out. A few other things. If you're out of Pokeballs, just the way the device works, it's going to flash red 3 times to let you know, because it'll be like green, you hit it, or yellow, and it'll flash red 3 times. It also lets you know if there's something, because it will flash quite a few times and vibrate enough that you know that there's something nearby. Also, when you're near the Pokestop, it's going to flash blue instead of green or yellow. Those are the 3 colors it's going to flash and let you know if you're catching a Pokemon or if you have a Pokestop. And then the multicolor flashing and vibrating lets you know you got it. The red lets you know that you're too far away for Pokestop, for instance, when you try to push it, and if you didn't get it. But those are kind of how the device works. Pairing is real simple. It's not very hard. You go into the app, you go into the settings, there's a Pokemon Go tab, you hold the button down on the Pokemon Go Plus, it sees it, you tap the screen, let it pair, and it usually takes a couple seconds and it connects. I haven't had any issues. I know I've seen some people online have issues, and I know there are some ways to try to troubleshoot that, and most people have gotten it to work after that. If you're not using the Pokemon Go Plus that much, especially around the house, after a little while it will disconnect. So if you want to try have it around the house and try to catch Pokemon or at work and they only show up every once in a while, you may have to go in there and check every 30 minutes or hour to make sure the device is still connected to that. Now, like I said, it does let you play the game in the background, so I can have Facebook up, I can have the phone off in my pocket, and it works really well. It keeps track of what you're doing, where you're going, and what Pokemon are around, and even the Pokestops. So I'm going to give you the final device B+. As of it stands right now, future updates and features in the game may make it better or even worse depending on what they do with the device, but as of today and how it stands, I mean, it's a very good, solid item. I think any diehard Pokemon fan, diehard player wants to use it. If you're somebody who rides in a vehicle a lot more, I can see it being even more advantage than somebody that walks and has the phone out. Also, if you want to save battery, because you can have the screen off and play, because a lot of people go out and they have to have battery banks, or they only have so much time they can play because their battery's going to drain. This will save your battery life. It does use Bluetooth, which does drain battery, but does not drain battery. It has anywhere close to how much battery is drained by your screen being on. So it's a whole lot better to use this than having the phone screen on. So, like I said, give it a B+. I think it's a definite buy for any hardcore player, any dedicated player, anybody who plays a lot and can afford the device add-on. Even for the casual player, I think it would help enhance it, because it's going to let them catch more Pokemon and be able to get more kilometers and maybe get them into the game even a little bit more. So I definitely highly recommend purchasing it if you're able to. Hopefully there'll be more to come out and you won't have to try to go buy them for 2 or 3 times as much on eBay or different places like that, and you'll be able to get them in the store soon when they come out. But hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, I really think it's a good device for everybody. Hope everybody is able to get one that needs and wants one. But everybody, hope you have a good day. Hope you enjoyed this. Leave a comment in below and let me know what you think. If you have any questions, any recommendations of anything else you want me to post in the videos. I know this channel is still kind of new. Also leave a like and subscribe if you would. Well, again, this is JediDan83, and I'll talk to you later.